Alright, so we just ended our sessions. This around not too late, 5 in the afternoon. So it's about 5 hours since we last drive. Didn't really have many great hands. Just was involved in probably like three to five hands really. So yeah, we'll go through this with a couple of some of the interesting hands later on. Alright guys, quickly running through a couple of hands that we have. First interesting hand, we open with ace king suited from middle positions. So I raised to 60. Falls all the way to small blind who calls and big blind calls. So 3 waves to the flop. Flop is very favorable. Flop is ace king 6 rainbow. So we flop top 2, yeah. Small blind checks, big blind checks, and we decided to check because I feel probably if betting will probably not get any callers, as ace king kind of block the hands. They might not have ace king with ace king on my hand, so I decided not to give away my hand and I decided to check behind. So turn was a 3 of diamond, so that brings a backdoor flush draw. Small blind checks and big blind let out with 80. Again I decided to just flat call. Small blind folds and river is a 6, so river passed the board. Big blind now decided to bet 320. 320, a very big pot, you know. Not too sure what he has here. I was just running through. Probably he has like 6-7 suited. Joining at the big blind, just 40 more. I was just thinking any ace or king would have just checked to showdown because there's a lot of showdown value. So either that or he probably missed his jack 10 of diamond, that sort of thing, that he missed the draw at the turn. But in total he probably just invests like 140. So to bet 320 at the river is a very tricky one. I thought he might have like 6-7 suited, 5-6 suited, or even a6 suited, that sort of hand. So thought of it, give it some thoughts. Took really like 2 to 3 minutes, so we decided to fold. Yeah, so not too sure if that's the correct decision, but yeah, we decided to fold nevertheless. Yeah. Alright, next interesting hand, we open up with pocket 8s in the big blind position. We have 2 limpers and the button raised to 120. Small blind folds, and consider we did not have any previous encounter with this player, I decided to just flat call. Both limpers fold, so heads up with pocket 8s. Flop is favorable. Flop is a 8 low hand. Flop is a 3-7 deuce with 2 clubs. So with pocket 8 we actually have an overpair. Yep. I decided to let out with 160. Not too sure of the size. Could have bet more to just take down the pot right away. Buttons flat call, and we go to the turn. Turn brings out the third club. It's the jack of clubs. I decided to slow down and just check. Button checks back, and we go to river. River passed the board with the 3 of spades. So with showdown value, I decided to check, and the buttons check as well. I opened pocket 8. He said no good. He has ace jack. So yep, it's that kind of situation where, you know, you just you let out with the best hand at flop, and certainly buttons not going anywhere with 2 overs, and then hits the turn. So not running too well at this moment. Alright guys, let's just go through the last hand of the day. Stuck around like 500 at this point, so we open up with queen 10 of suit. We are in middle position. There's a limper from under the gun who calls. I decided to just limp in as well. We have button limp in as well, and small blind calls and big blind check. So 5 way to the flop. Flop is a 10-5-5 with 2 hearts. Small blinds check, big blinds check, under the guns check. I decided to bet, of course, with a 60. Buttons call, small blind, big blinds, and early position folds. So turn is a king of spade. I decided to check. Buttons decided to check. River brings another king. So I decided to check again. Now buttons decided to bet 200. Not too sure what to do. Can't really beat any major hand. We can't beat king 10. We can't beat ace 10. We can't beat 5-6. We can't beat, you know. At this point, just not playing really well, I must say. So decided to fold again. So not sure it's the right thing, but you know, after this fold, I just kind of like get out of my seat and just head straight to the cashier to cash out our remaining chips and just call it a day. So that's it. That kind of wrap things up for today. And well, this is first RWS poker video log. So hope you enjoyed the video. Leave us some comments or some feedbacks how we can improve the whole video. Is it like running through the hand is more interesting, or want to take run through some of the tourist attraction at RWS, or any feedbacks are welcome. So yeah, be sure to leave some comments so we can improve on the video on the blog and things like that. All right, and then nothing else, and we'll see you next time, next poker session, whether it's at the Resort World Sentosa or any other house game. I will post it, and stay tuned. All right, take care, bye.